Hey y'all, today we're going to smoke a couple of racks of ribs. Hope you enjoy it. All right guys, it is a beautiful day here at the Pope Parsonage. Sunny, 70 degrees. It's a great day to cook some ribs on the smoker. Got these two ribs right here, these two racks of ribs, and about dumped them off in the dirt. Got these from the Nahunta Pork Center in Pikeville, North Carolina. And I did a video last week where I used their smoked sausage. It was really good. They had a lot of good product. And so these two ribs, I took the membrane off the back of them. Some people leave them on, some guys tear them off. I like to tear them off. I'm not gonna trim these. These are right out the pack. I don't do the baby back or St. Louis or whatever you wanna call them. I don't do no trimming. I'm not in it for looks. I'm in it for taste, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna season both sides of these ribs with some Killer Hogs barbecue. It's kind of a sweet rub, gives it a nice color. And we're gonna go ahead and just season this up. You're gonna make sure you put a good amount on both sides, but you really wanna worry about the top of the rib. And I'm gonna really do my best to really put a good solid coat on these ribs. And pat it in there like that. I'm not using a binder because these have kind of sat out a little bit. Took them out the refrigerator, and so they have a little bit of a, little bit of moisture to them, so everything should stick. And I know you're not supposed to touch the seasoning with dirty gloves, but it'll be all right. All right, I'm gonna give the bottom another good coat, not near as thick as the top though. Not near as thick as the top, but we're gonna coat it as even as we can. Give that a good pat down. You want it to stick. As these ribs sit here, you're gonna have some more moisture come to the top. And whenever you see some of that moisture come, just add a little bit more seasoning, pat it down, and everything will be all right. All right, so we're gonna get the smoker cut on, and we'll be right back with you. So we're here at the smoker. I got a KC combo made by Pit Boss. I'm using competition blend pellets, and they're gonna give these ribs a good smoky flavor. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cook these ribs on 275. I'm gonna check them in an hour to see how the seasoning is sticking to the meat. And I'm gonna mop both of these ribs with my vinegar-based sauce. It's a sweet sauce. It's got ketchup, brown sugar, and everything. I use it for ribs and chicken. It does not go on whole hog barbecue, but it is good on ribs and chicken. So I'm gonna mop them every hour, and then we're gonna wrap up one rack of ribs, and then eventually finish it off with some mustard sauce, and one of them will just be finished off with the vinegar-based sauce. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So let's get these on the smoker. Gonna put these toward the middle right here. This one has a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna put it toward the back. You wanna be mindful of where you put them. Don't spread them out. If they kind of spread out, kind of mush them back together, and it'll be good. All right, so we're gonna let those go for an hour, and then we're gonna check on them and give them a good mop. All right, so it's been 2 hours, so we're gonna check these ribs and see how they look. Oh yeah. It is really tacked on there big time. Still not a lot of bone protrusion. I think we're good to go ahead and mop them with that sauce. All right, so it's been 2 hours that they've been on the smoker. We've already mopped them one time an hour ago. So we're gonna open up the smoker, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, They look pretty good. Bones starting to stick out just a little bit. Same with the one in the back. All right, so I think it's safe to say we're gonna take the front one, we're gonna go ahead and pull it, wrap it. This will be the one that we eventually put the mustard sauce on. The one in the back, I'm not gonna wrap it. I'm just gonna keep mopping it, and I'm gonna mop it now, and I'm gonna mop it every 45 minutes until both of them are done tender. All right, so let's get it off. All right, so before we pull that rack of ribs off, I'm gonna go ahead and get our wrap ready. This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna cut some pieces of butter. We're gonna lay it down on the bottom of this tin foil. You don't have to be particular about how many slices of butter or anything. I just try to go around the whole middle. Not really too particular about the thickness of the butter or how they're laying. This is just something that I like to do. Put that there. And just kind of keep them in the middle as much as you can. And then right there on top of that butter, put some brown sugar. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Get some of that brown sugar like that. Oh yeah, sprinkle that on there. Man, it's gonna be some good stuff, y'all. Telling you. All right. Got our brown sugar and butter right there. Again, not really measuring, just kind of going with what I think looks right. All right, let's get our ribs. Oh, buddy. Man. Look at these things right here. Man, a beautiful color. Beautiful color. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take them, I'm gonna flip them upside down, just like that. Upside down, just like that. Right on top of that butter and that brown sugar. All right. And then I'm gonna take my mop. I'll tell you what, before I mop it again, I'm actually gonna fold the edges up just a little bit so it kind of holds everything together. All right, let's take our mop. I'm gonna give it one good spritzing with that apple cider vinegar sauce, that sweet sauce. And again, this sauce right here, I would never put it on whole hog. I would only put it on ribs, chicken, something like that. And that's just my preference. Wrap it up tight. Wrap it up real tight. All right. Make sure everything's sealed up around the edges and everything. Put them back on the grill, and we're gonna go for maybe another hour, an hour and a half, till they hit around 200, a little over 200 degrees, or until we see that they're tender. All right, guys, our ribs are temping right at 200 degrees. So I'm gonna pull them. Oh man, sitting in all that juice. Man, this is some good stuff. Oh Lord have mercy. Get it out. Man, some good stuff. I'm gonna set it right there. All right, the first thing we're gonna do, on the bottom, I'm gonna take our little thing right here, switch it around in this here mustard sauce. This is L&C's mustard sauce. I can only find it in Bamberg. And so, I don't know who they are. I'm assuming they're from around that part of the country. But man, this is some good stuff. I'm just gonna give the bottom a very light coat, not a lot. It'd probably be better if I just do that instead. Not a lot on the bottom. Just enough to know that you covered it. All right. Set that there. And I'm gonna flip it over. Man, that's so pretty. Oh man, that's pretty. And we're gonna really coat it on. In fact, I'm gonna just pour some of that on there. called Carolina Gold. Now, I am not partial to mustard sauce. In my opinion, vinegar-based barbecue sauce is the only barbecue sauce. But on ribs and chicken, L&C's mustard base is probably the best mustard sauce I've ever ate. Again, I'd never put it on the whole hog, but on ribs and chicken, let me tell you something, son, that's some good stuff. Let me get another. Yeah, baby. Smooth it out. I put it on this rack right here because I want this sauce to be able to tack up really easy and really nice. I want it to get nice and sticky. That's how we're gonna do it. All right. Our other rack of ribs are still on there, unwrapped. I've been mopping it. It's still good. It still has a little bit of ways to go. It's actually behind these. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the smoker. About 15 minutes. We're gonna let it tack up, get nice and sticky, and we're gonna pull them off. It'll be ready to go. All right, y'all, here we are with the finished product. This is the mustard ribs. Man, they look good, and I'm telling you, they taste amazing. Got them all cut up, and we got our plate fixed. We have our ribs, vinegar and mustard, pasta salad, baked beans, and a croissant roll. This is some good eating. Thank y'all for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it.